Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. And today I'm going to work on journal covers. So if you want to watch me and hang out with me or just listen to me and hang out with me, make journal covers, then I welcome you with open arms because I need to get this done. If you remember, I had a video not too long ago where I was tearing all the fabrics up and I thought they will stay in this box. I put them in a box and to keep them out of the way, and I have already been stacking stuff on there, so I thought I better just make the covers. If nothing else, get the the fabrics attached to something so that I can make a cover. And all I really wanted to do was make several simple covers, simple to start with, because they can always be embellished and added to later. So I went ahead and did one already and then thought, you might want to watch me or hang out with me do this. So let's make another one together and see. I don't know if I'm going to do them all with the same technique here. I may do some different, but for right now, I'm choosing the ones that I want to do this technique on. It's going to be a super soft cover. It can be strengthened up later on with more things if I want it to be stiffer. But in my experience, as they become full with things, they kind of hold their own. So what I did is I grabbed my white envelopes and I ordered a box of them on Amazon. So this is just a 9x12 envelope. Just gonna seal that down, nothing major there, not using that pocket. This will be the inside and then this will be the outside. I guess it doesn't really matter unless it matters to you on what you're putting, because if we're doing it really thin, you might feel these ridges. My insides generally have a pocket or a back, something on here, so that's why I prefer to have these on the inside versus the outside. Now I just have to choose two fabrics that I want to work with. This one that I know will be, and I knew I wasn't going to use lace. Okay, so let me put these in here. Oops. I won't be doing all of these on camera because if I did, I would have to definitely fast forward it and play music, because it's not a fast process for me. So if you remember, I cut all these fabrics larger than a journal cover because I wanted to have extras. I guess I can show you that really quick. See, I pulled these pieces off, so I have extras to play with that journal. So I'm going to start with my cover first. This is how I did it. There's probably a bazillion different ways to do these. This is the way I did this last one, and I didn't iron it. I may regret. That's a pretty serious crease there. Let me turn it this way. It's a pretty serious crease, man. And then I can even go this way. Like, I have enough fabric here to do either way. Let's see. This one measures so the 12 and just a little bit of a half. That actually, maybe I'll do it that way because then I just totally avoid that crease. So what my plan is to do is to keep my envelope. Let me see if you can see the whole thing. You cannot see it now because I turned it. Is to keep my envelope fully on the fabric with a little bit of the fabric coming out on all the ends. And instead of folding it over, I'm not doing that this time. I'm going to just keep my fabric out. My cover will be the same way. It'll go out a little bit and those two will match up, and then I will end up sewing around this. Now, you don't have to sew if you're not a sewer. You can still do this if you like the way this looks. You just make sure you glue everything down really well. So I think I'm really not giving myself that much room there. So let's just try it and see. The other one worked out pretty good. And then what I'm gonna do before I do that is make sure that my other piece is gonna fit. And what I did is I just took it and made sure it matched up to the fabrics, and then I glued this piece on. And then I'm gonna do some cutting. So I'll probably do it this way if it fits so that it's easier to cut. You'll see in just a moment what I'm talking about. See, I don't have that cut the same. I don't think that's going to be too bothersome when it's folded though. All right, let's just do it. I'll either like it or I won't, but we'll never know if I don't get it done. So I just turned it, I have it like this. I'm using my Fabri-Tac, and I am going to get very gluey. Again, if you have a different technique that you like better, then you should probably try that one, whatever glue you like to work with. So I'm going to go around my edges. I'm not going to worry too, like, I'm not going to be super particular about the edges just because I can go back in after the fact and get more on there. I need more glue to come out faster than that. Okay, so I'm just going to go around my envelope. I'm going to go all over my envelope. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to smear it with my finger. So I have more control with my finger than I do holding something because I drop everything. So as I'm doing this, I'm making sure, because sometimes you get those little glue goobers. So if I get a glue goober here, I'm going to pick that out because I don't want, because it'll turn into like a little lumpy bumpy and I don't want that. Not the end of the world if that happens. That's just where you do some layering on top and nobody knows. Nobody knows. Not even you. You'll forget. More than likely. Maybe. I don't know. I would forget. I would at least forget where it is, if nothing else. Some of the glue is kind of drying, but it will still stay sticky enough. And I smear it because I don't want it to press through like with heavy lines. Now I'm just going to try and find my happy place with my fabric edges hanging off, like there and there. And then, you know, I don't have a perfect science to it, and I'm not a great measuring person, so just kind of winging it. And then I'm just gonna, and then I can go ahead and give that a little press. You know, and it's glue. So there's another thing we can do is I think I have never done this, but I'm just thinking because it's glue, and glue reacts to heat. So I'm thinking that if I turned it around and I used wax paper, I could probably like reheat the glue a little bit to pull it forward. I don't know if it would damage the fabric on the other side, but I think it's definitely worth a try one day to see. And maybe somebody's already done it. I'm going to turn it back this way because I can visually get my fabric on here, I think, easier. And then we'll turn it back the other way. So now I want to get this one on here. I want to make sure, again, it's going to work. It is. And I'm going to do it this way because of the way I'm going to cut it. To cut these off, which you're probably going to think I'm lost my mind, but it still works. So again, I'm going to do the glue all over this. Okay. Since fabric is a little, you can kind of stretch it a little bit. I'm trying to meet those up as best I can. So my inside fabric is going to be slightly smaller on a couple of spots, but that's all right. I think it'll still work. And then get that wrinkle out because that'll turn into like a little hard lump. Okay. So, see if there's a hard wrinkle there. I'm going to grab that now while I can. Okay, and that's it. And that's how I glued it down. Now we have to get this side off, and see there's about a 1/4 inch there. So what I've done here, the way I did this for me, is I took my one edge and I put it on a line on my mat here, and I'm gonna scooch it up so you can see what I'm doing down here. So, but I got it against this line, and then I can feel where my, whoops, quit moving it, Sandra. I want to get as even as a cut as I can, and nothing's like completely even, so just got to work with it here. All right. I can fill my envelope, and I want to go about a 1/4 inch or so out and hope for the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both of the fabric at the same time. So my tear line, hopefully these fabrics tear this way. I haven't even tested that, but we'll see. We will see. I'm going to give it a snip together. Okay. And then I'm going to tear one at a time. because maybe you can do two. I am unable to do that, so I will do one. And I'm just gonna press down because I don't want to rip it off my envelope. And then just like that, and hopefully the other one does the same thing. And now I have this extra fabric here that I can use with this same cover to do some corresponding stuff. And then my tear is right here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Another piece. I have some threads. Another thing I was doing on the other one is that I was taking the threads that are coming off, just because they're there, you know, and they correspond. They correspond with this. So I can make something and use these little threads in the thing with it as well. I could put it on the thing. I mean, like, it's just, you have a couple of other pieces. Now I'm gonna let this dry before I do any stitching and folding. I'm just gonna leave it flat, and that time I can decide what I want for the front and the inside and the outside covers. But now I have this cute thing. Like I said, you can see the fabrics on one side more than the other. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I really just don't think it is. And I can always put lace on the edges. And they don't have their lace pockets. They don't have anything to them yet. They just have this. So I'm gonna put the corresponding stuff with them. And then their little threads, so I don't get them all mixed up. Okay, now let's just see here real quick which ones I wanna play with. I wanna get some more done. I wanna do at least a couple more on here. I'm not gonna do that one yet because I'm not sold on the inside piece. I do really like this one. It'd be nice to have this as a one to play with. And I know I'm not putting lace with this except for a pocket, so that would be a good one to do. This one, same thing. I know I'm gonna cover it with lace, but there's a lot of, I don't know if I can get all those wrinkles out. Let me see. This is a possibility. I feel like I'm doing two of the same ones though. There we go. Let's see. This one, I like that one too. I'm gonna wait for that one though. And this one, oh, this is so cool. I love this one too. This one, I feel like the fabric is so thin. I do need a backing. So this may be like a bubble one. So that one's gonna have to wait. That one's gonna wait and wait. I like this one. You know, if I did it like this, I could just flip them over that way. I feel like this is going to be hard to do with lining all these trees up, but I'm up for the challenge. I think, as of at this moment, we'll see. I'm up for the challenge, she says. Okay, this one I wasn't 100% sold on the inside fabric. After watching the video, I think there was another one I liked a little bit more. I honestly think I want this teal color coming in here somewhere, so that one's gonna have to wait because it's just not ready. There's another red inside, so I don't want to do another red inside. I have two red insides over there. Ooh, this one. So this one I really want to do, but again, it's so thin. So this is gonna be definitely a bubble one because I want more, something more in there that helps camouflage. I don't want you to see the envelope. And you know what I was thinking? Really quick. Don't let me forget, you guys, but this is what I was thinking. Remember those collage sheets that we were doing when we were making those scrappy strips? I was thinking, what if I did collage on the envelope, you know, on the envelope, and then that was the inside, so that when you laid it down, you seen all that. Oh, I think that might be kind of cool. You know, you can use whatever papers you want. I feel like they would be thin papers, because you're doing a lot of gluing, but I don't know. Maybe you can use thicker papers, but wouldn't that be pretty? Can you see that? Yeah, I think that's kind of an idea. I need to keep that in mind. Don't let me forget, please. Somebody write it down. Okay, this one, this might be a nice one to try, but I think I wanted lace on the inside of this one because it was so plain. Do I put the lace on before or after? I think it could be an after thing. Let's just try it and see. And this one, ooh, that pink. See, that pink I really liked also, but I Again, I wanted to knock it back with lace. And I also think I want to put a lace closure on the inside of that one and of this one. So I think both of these will just have to wait a moment. Okay, there we go. Well, not doing too many of them, but that's the way it goes. So how many did I choose? 1, 2, 3. So I've got 4 of them here. Let's do another one on the camera, and then I will see how far I can get with these. And then I want them to dry so I can sew them. So first thing first is take that off, open up my fabrics. And I used to always iron my fabrics before I played with them in the beginning days, because, you know, just being new to everything. And I found that it doesn't always bother me. It really just depends on, so this one I want to make sure about the butterflies. It really just depends on what what I'm wanting to achieve and how I'm liking the look. So I feel like this has to go this way, and that's fine. But where do I want my envelope to end? Because see, it's bigger and it's shorter. So I want to go closer to the top than the bottom. Or do I want to go closer to the bottom? Because I really love this big butterfly here. And is it on the fold? Is it on the fold? That I don't know. Let's see. Because if it's on the fold, then it doesn't matter about getting it on the front. See, it's not on the fold. So, I mean, it is on the fold. It's on the fold. So if I come back down and do it this way, I really like this flower on the fold. So that's, I think, pretty. And then on the fold, that butterfly is just the little wings right there, and there's still a big chunk there. And I got all these gorgeous flowers on the back. I have that one there. That's fine coming down in. I have that one still there. This one's going to be like that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then we also have it this way. Don't forget. Don't forget, Sandra. You can also go right here. But then we'd cut the tip of the butterfly off. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's check it out and see. I guess it would still be on there a little bit. And then we have that one, and then we have this one, and that butterfly there. So I think I might like that. With that blue right there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I want to go towards this end. I'm going to come in like this. I'm going to do it that way. I don't think my chairs aren't very straight. Yeah, it's okay. Not too bad. I could always use Mod Podge too. Whoops. See, there's like a little goobery. It's hard. It will turn hard, like a little hard glue spot. I don't want that. So like that's really dry. Goodness gracious, my glue is drying fast. But Mod Podge, I don't know if I don't use it right, or if you have to use the other kinds for fabric, but it makes everything so stiff and hard on me. Is it just me? I don't know. Could be. Well, let's just get this baby down. The little extra fabric on the edges. I don't know if I'm doing that straight because I'm not paying attention here to the way my fabric was laying. Well, it's down. We're just going to go with that. We can't because look, it's not, I don't have enough on this side. So it's not, I don't think my glue is going to be that tacky now, but that's all right. So, tip, if you want to try to get an edge like I'm trying to do, you might want to have your fabric lined up before you flop this thing down. Who would have thought? Oh gosh, there we go. No, see my tear, is it my tear or is it me? Probably both, probably a little bit of both. Stop it. I don't think that tear is straight. We're gonna stop for a sec here and do this. It is not. Look, it's like, well, you can't, I don't think I'm on the camera. Look it, that's my problem. My tear is going crooked, and that's the top, this is the top piece that I want. So I need to fix that if I want that piece. So I'm gonna just hope for the best here, cut it. See, and there it matched up. Is that where it's gonna match? Right there? Is this the fabric I'm gonna use? Let's try it again. And I'm just got way too much glue on here now. I don't want it to pop through, but I need to get this down. So we'll see. Hope, let's pray. I can always cut the edges off too, but the reason why I was leaving them longer is to make my journal just a little bit bigger, and I was going to do the sewing, but there's enough edge where I can trim with my those, you know, those fancy scissors that give you the pinking shears. Yeah, those ones, the fancy ones. There we go. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any lines. I think there's enough colors going on where it would really be hard to see them if they were coming through anyways. All right, there we go. Whew. Okay. Next up is the polka dots, the red polka dots. They're so pretty. I do have some Mod Podge. Maybe I will try one with Mod Podge just to see how it does. Because maybe you are a Mod Podger and would prefer that, but want to see me use it. That could be it. I mean, Mod Podge does have its purpose, doesn't it? Let's start with that edge there. And try to match this up a little bit as much as I can. And then I want to bring this down over here like that. And then I can pull that, keeping it there. And I don't, like I said, I don't really mind that little crease, that little wrinkle there. There's going to be pockets and other stuff going on here. I do mind that wrinkle there. Don't want that. I try to get them all out. Sometimes they stay. Sometimes I don't catch them all, but that's part of the journey for me anyways. I want that one up a little bit more. Like that. All right, now I think what I'm going to do here, I have these two. I'm going to cut those pieces first, I think. So let's get this lined up again here on a line, as somewhat of a line. All right, so I'm going to lay this on here just to break up that red a little bit while we cut this. I'm like, if you just looked down and looked away for a minute and came back, you'd be like, whoa, what the heck is on that camera? Same thing. I'm going to go about 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut both fabrics at the same time so that I have my tear line. Okay, and then we'll do this one, the butterfly flower one. So I have that extra and this extra. Oops. All right, I have my little thread pile here, and I have my other pieces here, like this. I'll stick these together, so I have them all here. Now the other thing I didn't do, and I was going to show you, I already did it on the pink one, but this purpley one that I didn't do it yet. So like I said, once I'm done doing that, if I'm worried about my stitching, which I am because I'm not the greatest stitcher, I'm gonna go in now that I have everything lined up and I like it. I will put a little extra glue here, but I'm gonna do it the same way where I'm gonna drop it down, smear it with my finger, and push it around. And I'm doing this, and I'll probably do this on both sides. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want that envelope to be seen when it's all stitched. And that if I do need to cut it down a little bit to match, I can only cut it down so far, and then hopefully it'll be seamed together. And the other thing you could do, which I might, is even take that glue line on the fabric, depending on what glue you're using. I don't trust my glue to not pop through. But you can take it and put it on, you know, on the outside and like push those two together. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to see how well this technique works and just learning with my friends here, you know. And if you really like see that wrinkle, there was just a lot of air in there, I can do that. Take my finger in there, really get it in there, and just really press that out. It's really up to you what you want. I think I might try one with Mod Podge just to see how it works. I know a lot of people like the Aleene's glue, but her glue is so thick, it's very hard for me to press it out. I've used it before on things and I like it, but I just cannot get it out without, I would have to really water it down a lot. And I don't know that I want to be doing all that either. There may come a day where I don't have a choice, but until that day's here, I will be doing it this way, I think. Okay, there we go. So now that's all sealed down, and then I would just do it again on this side also. And then once it dries, then I'll be able to sew through it easily. Yeah. All right. So this does take a little time. This is where I like to just listen to music or a move, or I like to listen to a book. It's hard when I put a movie on or a show that I like because I stop working and I watch it because I can see it. But with a book, you know I can't see it, so I can just keep listening to the book. Sometimes I gasp though, and I have to stop depending on what kind of book I'm listening to. I'm like, what? What the what? All right. Again, I still love that, but I want it to dry before I do any folding. Even though there's not a lot of glue on the inside, I don't want it to tear or pull from the edges because I want those edges to stay down. And also, I'll probably sew them before I fold them just to help keep that down. So that's how I'm putting these journals together on these ones, and I'll finish these. I'll be right back and show you what I've done. All right, I've got them all sewn up, and it is the next morning, so they've all had plenty of time to dry. And so I will say a couple things. One is I think I wasted all that glue. I'm doing it pre. I probably should have just done it in spots to hold it down because it's not going to see, like it's still loose in there in some areas. So maybe doing half of it. I don't know. It's a learning, it's a constant learning curve, and I forget everything all the time. So it'll just be that way forever. You can see that it is very different. I realized when I was sewing that, yeah, I didn't see the lines and everything's not perfectly straight, but that's okay. I anticipated that, so I knew that I said I could use some pinking shears. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I did that already on a few of them. I'll just do it with you. I'm just gonna go up as close as I can to the edge because of the sewing edge, because that's really my option for me. And so I love this top. I mean, I think the top came out okay. I really wanted that frayed look. So it'll continue to fray though. I think it's okay. What do you think? I mean, it's gonna be over time. Like you have to really be pulling and tugging on it. So I think I'm okay. but because I cut that side, I do need to trim this side. So let's see how well I can get this done to get these little edges off without cutting my folder or my envelope. There, I think that's good enough. So they're all a little bit different. So I can leave the top and the bottom like that. I think I'm going to for now on this one because I do like that, although this little peekaboo here can come off. And then I will deal with these threads in a minute later. This is the inside, so this would have the pink one would have a pocket in here. And just let me use the lace that I have handy because I think it would be a lace pocket. Isn't that so pretty? I want it to be a little bit deeper, so I could always put like another piece of fabric there, even if I wanted to bring the inside. Let me see, this is I don't know. I'm gonna, test my mad sewing skills. They're getting better. They are getting better. But I could always make it deeper. I don't know. I have options. I don't know what they are at the moment, but I have all my little piles of my little fabrics here set aside with their little things. And right now I'm not working on the inside pockets. I just wanted to show you. So there's that one. When it's folded in half, like it depends on, you can meet them any way you want because the envelope's on the inside. So when this is folded, it still measures, what does it measure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still have 6, which is fine. That works. And of course the length is still there, and that's what, not 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So technically it's like right there, but that little bit, these little edges give me a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the top measures 9, but then when you have these out, so I can live with or without them, doesn't matter. So there we have, that one's ready for the inside pockets. Let's see how the butterfly one came out. They have their little fuzzies on them right now from me doing the trimming. I think I did trimming, on the top edge of this one. I need to get my little lint roller out. And see, and I thought about leaving the insides. I mean, I have this big side right there and a smaller side there. I think eventually that would drive me a little bit nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim those off also. There we go. So I have the top, and it's not very even up there either, is it? But yeah, no, it is not. So let me just see if I can fix that a little bit. All right. If you are striving to be an imperfectionist, this is the channel for you. All right. It's just fun, let's have fun and learn and grow. That's what it is all about for me. Just hanging out and having fun. I mean, that is the goal, right? The goal is to be happy. Happiness is the goal. Okay, quit being crazy. I'm talking to myself. Quit being crazy, just let it be. Now, I do like that. I'm fine with the bottom one being fluffy, so that's interesting that I just changed a little bit, and you can see it kind of went in right there. I don't think it doesn't bother me. I mean, honestly, I can put like a little tie there if I want to. This came out cute, and it's very easy to play with. Now, I probably would still put a little something in here for the signature when I sew it in, like a little strip. So that is another reason why I'm not doing the pockets right now. That also would be cute. If I have more of this fabric, I could do that with this. Most of it's going to be hidden though, right? Or I can just go with the polka dots again. And I don't even know if it really needs it with a single signature, but it doesn't hurt to have a little extra stability. When in doubt, add more glue. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so that one's done. And then let's see how the birdie one, the other birdie, well, that was a butterfly. These are like little birds, and they're so cute. I like these one too. So this one, I feel like I feel like this one's okay to leave with all the fluffies. This side's a little bit wider on that than this, but it's not bothering me at the moment, so I think I'm gonna leave that. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you, so what I did is I used red thread and red bobbin on both of these because I wanted my thread, I don't mind the stitching showing a little bit, but I wanted it to blend as much as possible because I knew I wasn't gonna be doing super straight lines because I had no idea where I was sewing. So I did red on both of these ones, and I like that. And then this one I did pink. I had a pink bobbin, and I did pink on both of these ones. Then I did, I already cut this one down. This is the purple one, and I did the purple, or the lavendery purple thread on this one. This one came out nice. I already cut all the way around it. I used the bigger pinking shears, so I have like I bought the 3-pack, see? And I really like this. This was in my cart for so long. I waited so long because they aren't cheap, but I'm so glad. I use them all the time. This is one of those things that I do not regret purchasing. I love it. I was so happy to get them, and I do use them all the time. So that one's all done. That's cute. I like the way that one came out, and they're all good. They're all good size. They're all working, yay. And you can hear them. Then this one, I haven't trimmed down at all. So this one, I was using... I had that lavender thread, but I didn't, but I turned it, or bobbin thread. No, I had the lavender thread, but I didn't have a lavender bobbin. So I put the brown bobbin in there, and then I did it the other way. And look, see, it pulled that light color up, and it makes it look inside out to me. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. Maybe it'll go this way. This will be the front, and that'll be the inside, because then I can do some different things to it. And I was thinking about, putting ink on there, but I want an ink that doesn't come off. Do I have a brown ink that's an archival ink? Do I have a brown archival ink? I don't know. I have black. Will black work? My black might work since it's hardly any ink on there. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. What can I use? Maybe one of these old baby wipes? I don't know. Just to go over that, that might work. Maybe. I don't know if it's working or not. Not really. I think it's a waste of time to do that. So let's skip that one. I thought maybe I had some Sharpie markers. I have black. Why not, right? Let's just see. No, I think that's going to really show up. Well, anyhow, there's that. I do need to trim this one down, though. I do like the colors. I wish I would have just left the lavender thread in there. I was just afraid because it's so light that it was really gonna like how it shows up here. I don't know why I worried. I should not have worried. Let me see, small stitch or bigger stitch. Let's do it, or pinking stitch. Let's go with the big one, and let's just go around this and see if this helps. Can't tell where I can't tell when it was darker. I couldn't tell where my envelope was. So that was making it hard. I'm going to start on this end, I think. And really, it's okay if I even cut into my envelope a little bit. I just don't want to cut into my thread. And if they don't match up fully at the top, that's okay, because there's going to be a signature in there. And then I can always fancy it up with like things that flop in here and there. So there's lots of ways to hide the secrets. Lots. Tons. Thank goodness. I'm so happy about that. And then I don't want to cut these threads off, so I want to make sure that that thing is really sewn in there. And that one's so tiny, I can't make a knot. So I guess I have to put glue on there because I'm not going to be able to tie a knot there. All right. So all in all, I mean, like, I still like it. I think honestly it could go both ways now that I got it all trimmed up. That really does help a lot. And the brown, yeah, I don't think I just actually like it. So there you go. A little snippety snip always makes everything better. So then I wanted to show you this. I went ahead and did one with Mod Podge because I just needed to know for sure. And no matter how thin I did the Mod Podge and no matter how lightly I put it down, it all popped through. I mean, some people can do that. I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to do it. I don't like it. So this one, like, it just needs to be covered now. And I'm going to go ahead and I didn't even finish like gluing the edges of it together. So because that's how unhappy I was. I was like, I'm so sad. So, and I didn't know if it was going to really pop through, and it's the next day. So I know it is popping through. I think there's like a little spot there. So I think what I'm going to do with this one is glue the edges down and then trim it, of course. Or, well, I haven't even sewn it. So glue them down, sew it, trim it, and then this will just be the inside. Yeah, that'll work because that's really still really pretty like that too, with all those splashes of blue. And then that is a pretty inside. And then this can be covered, I mean, like, it's right there in the middle, so that will be covered with the signature. And then this down here will be covered. I don't know if the camera's even picking it up, but there's like, you can see it. And so that will be covered with a pocket. You know, even if it's a lace pocket, it's still going to be covered. So it will still work. However, I'm not using Mod Podge to do it this way anymore. All right. So there's these ones right here, and it's just it's just an envelope inside, just one of these envelopes inside here, nothing else, with 2 pieces of fabric on either side. Now we still have to do these ones. I want to get them all done. So there was a couple in here that I wanted to maybe change out the fabrics. So I might do that. Now that it's more of a, I can see what's happening and I know what I want a little bit more clearly. I think I can find the opposite pages, the opposites, like this one. This one, I wasn't feeling it. And even when I watched the video, it's just not it. This is not the one I want. I want something that has more of the brightness colors in there, not these super dark ones. It's pretty, it's just not doing it for me. So that one has to be changed out. This one is pretty. I liked this one, but I need lace inside. This is definitely a lace on the inside, a lace on the inside. Those were. And this one, see, that would be pretty with the lace. I think the solids will benefit from the lace. This one needed something else back here to help so that these flowers pop out and they don't get hidden behind a white background or in front of a white background, or I'm not really sure. But I remember I was saying, I think this might be something where I can do something like this. So maybe we'll do that next. Maybe we'll do some, it's still an envelope, but what I can do is try that. We can do a collage on the envelope. And if it doesn't work, then I have a beautiful collaged envelope, which can actually be used as a cover. So this is gonna be something that we're gonna work on next for this cover. These covers need lace. Just now I'm separating them again. You know, it's a constant work, right? I wanted to have a couple of puffy ones. This one honestly could still be just the regular envelope, so I'm gonna stick it over there. And this one this is a very see-through one also. So this needs another element underneath it. And I haven't decided which way I want this one to go. So I'm gonna put this over here with the other one that has a real see-through piece. This would be fine on the white envelope background, but it would also, yeah, this would be a nice envelope one. We've done a few of them together, so I don't think I was gonna drag you through the whole process of each and every one of these, but I will keep you updated and we'll show them as we do them. This one, for whatever reason of the colors, I guess maybe that's what it is. I want this one to be puffy. I want that to be a puffy one. And this one, I think it's big enough to do a puffy. I'm not 100% sold on the puffy with this one, but I'm thinking possibly that one and also this one. This one is a definite puffy, but I also want lace. But this is a definite puffy. Do you know what I mean when I say puffy? I want to put like some packaging, some of the Amazon packaging in it. This one I'm changing out. I have to do something with this. There's something about this that is just really not appealing to me, and I need to correct that. This one is super pretty, but it's also really see-through. I don't know, but I want this one to be puffy, 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 puffy. And oops, this one. Oh, this is so cool. This is another really see-through one. My vintage sheets that I find a lot of times, they are really see-through. I have so many threads everywhere. I'm gonna go to the gym in a minute and I'm gonna have threads everywhere. I'll be all thready. This one also is a real see-through one. I like this one. I'm not 100% in love with this one either. I think I need to watch the video again to see where I'm at. It is really pretty though. I just don't know. You know, I feel like I have to love it to work on it. It's my thing. I have to love it to work on it. Otherwise I definitely won't work on it because I have stuff over there that I love and I'm not working on. So I don't want to make it harder. And I do like this. I really do like this. I just don't know which way I want this one to go. I love this. I think that needs to be the inside though. Okay, I think this would be a puffy one. Okay, so we have puffy, for sure puffy, for sure puffy. Here's my puffy stack for sure's. And also I'll have to find packaging for these ones, and then we'll put a few of these together to get, I know I've done it before, but it's always fun to hang out with my friends when I'm doing. I'm gonna do it no matter what, so. And then these ones are possible puffies, so I'm gonna put them this way. And then these ones all need lace, so I'm gonna put lace with this so I don't forget. Here, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna wrap it with my lace so I know. And then this one, I'm gonna switch out this one and these two. I need to go take another look at these. So what I'll do is I'll flip them over like this so I can see, and that'll let me know that I'm not enjoying it. I'm just not enjoying the show, you know, of these. I really love this. I really want something here in darker. So you think I should be able to find something. I have plenty of stuff. So there we go. Switch outs, laces, and things like that. And then this one, I still need to, I'm gonna go ahead and glue and sew. So that one has to go over here. Oh my gosh, my stack is crazy, my friends. My stack is super duper crazy. So there you go. I've got you caught up. I think I'm gonna leave off now, and I'll come back when I've got some things chosen possibly, or we're making some different covers. I'm not really sure where the next phase of this video is gonna be at, but I will take you along with me. I hope you enjoy all your moments, my friends. I will see you on the next video. Bye.